Hi everyone, it's Elizabeth. Thank you so much for stopping by. It is day 53 of our current stay-at-home quarantine for the coronavirus. We are all well, and I hope all of you are as well. So it's also Friday, which means it's time for Friday Flip number 5. Okay, so today, what I have for you is this little journal. Now, if you keep a journal, most of us keep more than one, and we have lots of them. We tend to be working in multiple journals at any given time. We just have so many, right? So, and we use them for different reasons. So today, I wanted to talk about this little traveler's notebook, which is a DIY traveler's notebook that I made, including the inserts. And it's about a 5x3. The cover is a piece of vinyl that I believe I picked up at Joann's. And the inside, I basically took that vinyl cover and glued it to some scrapbooking paper. So that's what's on the inside cover. The insert itself is a 3 signature insert, and I just use cardstock. So you can see it's white and beige and white. Those are the 3 inserts. Again, we all have cardstock usually lying around. It's so simple. Fold it, cut it, stitch it, glue it, whatever. They're easy to make. So this is the insert that I have, and I also took one of those page protectors and made kind of a little clear pocket that goes in the front and the back, as well as I think I picked up these cards from some art event, and I just basically cut it and glue a little pocket in the front and same thing in the back, which lets me put little pieces of scraps of paper as I collect them if I need them. So what do I do with this journal? So this journal is different than all the other ones that I've shown so far on my channel, in that this journal tends to be in my bag when I'm doing non-work things. Okay, so usually when I'm going out to meet friends for book club, for book events, for dinner, whatever, this tends to be in my bag. Work journals, totally different. If I'm going for a work environment specifically, this does not go with me. And what I use this for is oftentimes I'm early. So we always are waiting for someone. And if you're a person who's habitually late, that might not apply to you. But for those of you like me who are habitually early, which is what we consider on time, but let's not go down that particular rat hole. You're always waiting for someone. And when you're waiting for someone, there's many things you could be doing with that time. Scrolling through feeds or whatever. What I tend to do with that time is actually try and stay focused in that present moment. And so I just pick up whatever pen happens to be in my bag at the time that I pull out, and I sketch. Either the shoes I happen to be wearing, what looks out the window as I'm waiting in a car. There's always waiting. Trust me, right? So this particular page is attending the Boston Book Festival. So this journal was started in September of 2018 and about a third of the way through. So it's not something I touch every day. But sometimes when I'm at events, Boston Book Festival as an example, I take notes, I make sketches of people that I'm looking at. In between sessions, again, I could be zoning out, but while I'm waiting for something to start, it's a good way to just kind of stay focused in the current moment and just see what I see. So that's what I do with this. It's very simple. It's not complicated. There's no preciousness to it. I am not trying in any way, shape, or form to make a completed drawing. That's not the point of this. For me, this is about taking a pencil or a pen, and this is always a pen actually, and on this page taking notes. So in this particular case, there was a strategy meeting that I was in with my library, making some notes. I went to an author talk at the library, some sketches, some notes, right? Waiting for a friend. There's a sketch of what I'm doing. I prefer to do this. It keeps me present, and I find that when the friend arrives or when the event starts, I'm more in that moment as opposed to having my little monkey mind worrying about something that happened or something that is about to happen. Waiting for the dentist. Now, again, I'm not trying to make a completed sketch. I'm not trying to make a great drawing. All I'm doing is just taking that pen, quickly sketching what I see. And I often find that sometimes when you don't know how much time you have, it's interesting what it is you decide the important pieces are that you're trying to capture, right? So sometimes it's just notes from a festival. Again, I'm sure I was waiting for somebody. Tends to be one of my things. So like I said, I'm about a third of the way through. Here's the rest of it. This is not a precious thing. It's not a thing that I generally show because, again, like I said, it's not necessarily finished artwork. And I think that's one of the challenges that we often have when we start keeping sketchbooks or journals is we spend time looking online and we see these amazing people who keep amazing journals, okay? I look at those all the time. I am always like, wow, wouldn't that be great? However, that does not need to be our experience. That does not need to be how we use our journals. Find a way that works for you. So, like I said, this is a simple one that I keep with me in my bag. It gets used whenever I find myself with time to wait. I've used the first insert, or the first third of this insert, and it took me 2 years to get there. I'm not trying to complete it under any amount of time constraint. It's just when I need it, it's in my bag. It's there for me to use. It's there for me to pay attention to what's happening around me right now and to see what I'm seeing at that particular moment. So this is kind of an everyday carry for me. Like I said, in a non-work environment, anytime I leave the house for non-work things, this is in a bag always. I don't always pick it up, but it's always there if I need it. You just never know, because sometimes I'm sitting in a book talk or some event and I want to take a note of something, and it's not always appropriate to take out your phone and start typing in it, right? Just it seems a little weird. So pen and paper always works. Is always there, never needs a charge. Let me know if you happen to keep one of these little scratch pads, which is really what it is, like an everyday kind of scratch pad in your bags, and how you tend to use them. If you have any questions or comments, let me know down below. And if you would like to stay notified of the Friday Flips and other journals as they come, other videos as they come along, please subscribe and like and turn on the notification bell. Other than that, I hope you're well. I will see you next Friday. Bye.